chat and players tonight. Super excited to have you all here. Last session, Emil found out that he has a support team here from the my Rhode Island accent really wanted to call them hoppers. Harpers. With a little bit of info, and they're ready to do whatever Emil asks of them. Gosh, there's been a number of interesting things that our heroes have discovered and found out. And they are planning, I believe, they're considering going back to the town hall to find out what was going on with that groove in the floor that clearly looked like a bookcase or something pulled out. Secret, all secret-like. And Davania followed the mayor's wife back to her house and started a riot, punk style, intentionally in order to be captured and try and bait the mayor. As she was, I think she claimed that she was the White Rose to them, but if not, she still got herself arrested to make that happen. Exciting. So here's a little bit of an opening scene. It's not much this week, but we'll get in the scene and we'll get underway.
Claim shit.
Fireplaces crackle throughout the city of Miranda, keeping people and families of all ages warm in the February cold. Settled into the town, our heroes go about their work to uncover the mysteries of Miranda, each in their own way. Most rally behind Emil, having been given this mission by the Harpers to do exactly that. Still, Davania has her own history here, and questions that burn inside her gut. A loud crack sounds and echoes on the stone walls of this small place. Another embers leapt from a log in the fireplace and landed harshly on the hearth here in the city jail. Adriel is leapt back in shock, and Davania, her mask removed, remains shackled and imprisoned in her cell. Now we watch as the mysteries of Miranda snap loose like the embers on the fire. Tonight on Stormfall. Okay. So, just to add a little bit to that recap, Davania had lowered her mask, and Adriel had gasped in shock and said, "You!" back against the wall. And that's where we ended last session. So naturally, we'll go over to everyone else and see what you,
Wow.
you all are up to. Oh, we let that simmer in the back burner for a minute.
Man.
So from memory, it was the end of the day, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oops, sorry.
And I had cast sending to Davania, and she had confirmed that she was at their residence, and she had pretty much, did what she did.
Mm-hmm.
So we all know that she is enshackled, or beshackled, or deshackled.
So,
What do we do now?
She chose this. We trust her.
well, you all
Okay.
trust her.
Okay.
I mean,
Some of us trust her. Sure.
I'm still fairly new to this group, so I think it's fair if I'm not fully trusting of any of you, as you shouldn't be fully trusting of me. But, yeah.
Well, we should be on our guard for sure. If they figure out why we're here, we know they've been killing people for asking questions. So.
Got it. Uh-huh.
Is it worth keeping watch tonight, or do we just get a good night's sleep and focus on the town hall in the morning?
Should we go find her to keep watch on her? Make sure nothing extraordinarily terrible happens?
I mean, if you'd like to get to prison, it's usually easy to get into one, so.
That's not what I meant.
I mean, we could all. This is a plan of sorts. We could all get caught and break out from the inside. Wouldn't be my first time in prison.
Yeah. Have fun with that. That doesn't appeal to me. I don't like city guards for many reasons.
So we just sit and hope that she'll find a way out.
This was her plan. We have the things we want to do. Davania has an added history with this town. She has the things she wants to do. She's chosen her path. There's no reason to stray from ours.
Okay.
I mean, do we really know why she did this?
Does any of us really know everything about Davania?
No, that's why I'm asking. I'm curious. I can't fathom why you would. I don't know. It's a mystery to me.
But do we need to know why? Prison's not a good place to be in, usually. I mean, I can't. I obviously I don't know. I've never been inside the city's prison, but it is a pretty large city. I can't imagine that they would just, keep the guards low or not possibly take precarious measures on getting information if they wanted it from her. But I am, I guess we'll go along with whatever the rest of you think.
Well, I think we'll all be worried, that's for sure.
Well, where are we, Dan? What room are we in?
I feel like you went upstairs to be have some privacy.
I think Aaron left them in his room, I think.
Mm-hmm. That sounds right.
Okay, so Aaron's just going to sit there. Well, if you don't mind, I mean, we like to, settle in for the night.
All right. Well, let's get some sleep. I'll keep watch out in the hall for a couple hours, just in case something comes along. But let's get some sleep.
All right.
Are you sure you're up to it? I could keep watch if you wanted me to.
Well, if you want to take a couple hours, I'll wake you when I'm done.
Sounds good. All right. Who leaves the room first? Like, what is the marching order of people leaving the room?
Emil will leave first. Yeah, find a reasonable place to conceal himself until he can climb up to the ceiling, and if there's a better place to hide up there.
Nice.
Arn's going to kind of grab Mort's sleeve before he exits. Making sure that Emil is out first. Are you okay with this?
I don't know why she would do this. I'm just worried that we're probably not going to get through the night without someone knocking on our door. They know she's with us.
Sure. So why not take action?
What are you suggesting?
Well, I don't know, Mort. Getting her out of the prison?
Um, do you want us to get ourselves arrested, or you want to bum rush the prison, or try to sneak in?
I mean, getting it. I mean, that's one way, but also, I mean, God, at least we could go out and see where the prison is. Possibly, take a look-see on the outside. I just feel like going to sleep while one of your friends is locked up, possibly under unknown circumstances. I it just feels weird.
I wasn't exactly talking about going and getting ourselves arrested. More like we should at least go check up on her, make sure, she wasn't like sending that message like everything's fine, but not really, just kind of go look and see and make sure. No, yeah, no, okay.
Would she tell you if things weren't fine?
To be honest, I don't know. I'd like to think that she would, but who knows? This place is weird, and it's been affecting her weirdly. So, I don't really want to go in my room alone because I was sharing a room with Davania, and it's really weird being alone. I just kind of want to make sure she's okay.
So you're wanting to just check out the prison.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You realize we'll have to do so discreetly. We can't just go in there and say who we are, because then they will know that we are, I mean, we can, sure, but there's a possibility we would be arrested as well.
I can be discreet.
Okay. Right.
Sam, there's something behind you need to see.
Well, and he'll kind of look in between our whoever's left in the room. I am kind of still an outsider to this group, and that's fine. So, I mean, as long if any of you want to go and do something and take action or check things out, I will be more than willing to go with you. But I'm not going to suggest anything for you to do as far as what you do from this point, if you do anything or not. That's completely up to you. She's been with, you've been together the longest.
Well, I'm going to go over to the jail at least.
I will go with. Mort, Garrick? Are you going to bed as well, or?
I'll go, rather than two of you going alone. That's not the brightest idea either. So let's three of us go get caught.
We're not gonna get caught. We're just on a evening walk.
That's not.
There's nothing to get caught for.
Overstimulated.
We won't do anything wrong. I'm sorry, I accidentally whacked my phone on the desk.
Oh no!
So that was what that was.
He'll look at more specifically. Should we tell Emil? Or do you want to just go? I mean, he's going to see us leave unless we leave outside of our windows, which I can do. If you... Are there windows in our room, Dan?
There are, yeah.
Okay.
In fact, the
they
moons
bored?
are trying their best to shine through the slightly overcast evening skies.
I can get out the window. I'm not sure about the rest of you. If you want to keep it secret. If not, then...
I will tell Emil.
Garrick is saying his mic's not working, but he's saying something.
Yeah,
oh, no.
He said, not that anyone's asking my opinion, but can it... Not that anyone's asking my opinion, but can it wait until morning? There's not much we can do without raising suspicion now. We will know more if we survive the morning. That's my best Garrick impression.
I wasn't planning on doing anything or breaking her out. I was just gonna go on a walk past the prison, glance in, see if she's okay. Why does everybody think I'm gonna try to blow the top off the building?
If we glance in, that's going inside the prison. There are no windows, most likely, to glance in at the prisoners inside. So I am more than willing to go and take a look around the outside of the prison. But I would suppose that if we go in and ask questions at the middle of the night or late at evening, that we will be raising suspicion on ourselves, Aaron Wynn. So we can take a look around the outside, but I do think if we're going to go inside, it should wait until morning. That's just my opinion.
Okay.
I mean, we could, just another scenario, just a thought. We could wait until morning, pretend like we don't know anything. We're missing one of our companions, Davania. Does anyone...
Radio check.
Yay.
Yes.
You're good. Suddenly a voice is heard from the corner.
So you're saying that we should ask them about Davania?
Where is she?
That's not a bad idea. I mean, obviously we would be
don't know.
worried if she didn't show up.
Considering the recent events.
Not a bad idea indeed. I mean, they already know that we're all associated. They've seen us together.
This way we have a reason for asking.
Again, never considered any kind of reconnaissance work or anything. Never crossed your mind.
Me? No.
Okay.
But thank you.
I'm just saying you seem to have a knack for it. So, look back at Erwin. Do you want to go and check out the outside of the thing tonight?
Yes, please.
I'll go with you.
All right, count me in.
We're just so we're clear, we're just going for a walk. We're not
Just going for a walk, checking out the outside. And then tomorrow we begin our questioning about where she has gone off to.
All right. And you do all recall from the tour, so there is an actual prison, a smallish prison. But there's a jail too, where people are held before either they're being evicted from the city or sent to the prison, and that's where Davania mentioned that she was being held. So it's a much smaller building with just a few cells in it that you'll be looking for.
Okay.
All right.
Do we leave showing? Do we tell Emil?
Yes, we don't have secrets here. At least we try not to.
Okay.
I encourage that people don't have secrets.
Aaron kind of smirks. All right.
Nice. I mean, as you pop out, you look around, you don't see Emil anywhere.
So great.
Emil, we're gonna go on a walk. wherever you are.
Hearing Erwin say that, Emil, Mort will cast sending to Emil, letting him know that we're going to take a walk by the jail and the prison just to scope it out. And you can reply to this message.
Uh-huh.
Okay, he is aware.
Okay.
Do we let Rain know? Does Rain have a...
Oh,
Isn't Rain in the cemetery with what's her face?
She's out. She has a date to meet up with her.
Oh, okay. I forgot.
And it's effectively about that time. So.
Okay.
let's go.
Well, clarification, Dan.
Yeah.
Happened 2 weeks ago, right? That initial, not last week when I was gone, but
Correct. The first meeting with Wixley was 2 sessions ago. Last session that you missed, you were just out in the town doing things.
okay.
Effectively all the same day. It's only
Okay.
been one day. Yeah. All right. So, as the 4 of you head out, Emil keeping a careful eye on things, the other 4 of you head out to pursue that. Elsewhere in the town, the mayor's daughter gasps with excitement as she sees Rain. It's Wixley. Oh! Rain!
Wixley, huh?
You came. Oh, that's so exciting. She's kind of looking around you for... You're not sure. She has her little ghost... a lizard, I guess is the best term for it. Little ghost lizard on her shoulder still. Right, are you ready to go to the cemetery?
Lead the way.
Okay. Right this way. She looks very unsure of that, but heads through the town. Can you make just a perception check for me, Rain, as you are walking through the town in the evening here?
Oh gosh. What? Hang on. Was not prepared.
I just
Oh,
had
no.
to be a turd to make it sound like we were going to Davania, but I'm not. Sorry. I have problems.
Okay, that's better. You said perception, Dan?
Yeah, please.
Okay. I'm still here.
No.
Golly. I forgot, like, last week I had my dice and they just dumped out all in my bag.
Oh, fun.
Perception.
Mhm.
25. Wait. Yeah, 25. Sorry.
Okay. You were spotting a ghost here and there. You haven't really seen any during the daytime, but it's probably closer to 7:30, 8. It's middle of winter, so the days are short. The overcast sky has become just a dark gray, cloudy sky, and there's even a few snowflakes starting to fall, very light flurry, as Wixley leads you through town. These look like typical ghosts. They clearly died in some less than friendly fashion, and seem to be retracing their steps. There's a couple that seem to be following an individual, like they have some unfinished business. It's the usual as you walk through town. Let's see. Wixley leads you all the way to a moderately grand cemetery. It's built to handle deaths in the city for quite some time, so there's still plenty of fresh plots there. But currently, you're not really seeing any ghosts here as you step inside, through the classic creaky metal gate that swings open. There's a number of barren trees in here as it is wintertime. Perfect spoopy environment here. Wixley turns. Right. So, you've seen ghosts for a very long time, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
And do you ever get to talk to them?
Well, not as often as I would like to. If that makes any sense. I've only talked to one, but that was sent by my deity for some information that my party and I needed.
Well, that was nice of them. That's nice. Well, the ghosts here, we can go down into one of the crypts if you want, or there's a good spot, a big tombstone, where it's more of a monument, and some of the ghosts like to gather there, some of the spirits, a little later at night. So it's up to you, but both places, there's a really spooky ghost down in the crypt, but it loves to talk, and it has some really cool riddles too. But for the most part, it just loves to talk. But it's talks all about it's the old days here in the city. It's nice to see them, and it's but be prepared to be sitting for a bit. Or we can always go over to the monument there, and there's a number of ghosts that come around. Some of them I know, unfortunately, they passed in the past couple of years here. But they're all friendly and quite polite. They're fresh ghosts. It seems like the older the ghosts get, a little more ornery they get. Do you have a preference? Do you want to do one before the other, or what would you like to do?
Oh goodness, so many options. Okay, the dice have spoken. Let's go down to the crypt first.
Okay. All right, neat. I think it's plenty late enough now. All right. Well, so officially there's a lock on the crypt, and officially we're not really supposed to go down there. I've been caught a couple of times, but I usually don't get in trouble. One of the few perks. She gives an awkward smile, being the mayor's daughter. Does that sound okay? You still okay with that? I don't want to set you up for something that you're not prepared for.
Is there any way to unlock the crypt?
Oh yeah. I'll just jimmy the lock. I can get us in, no problem. I just didn't want you to be surprised. I'm sure that if someone catches us, we'll be fine. But I didn't want you to be surprised.
Oh no, not at all.
Okay. All right, let's go. She leads you over to the crypt, and she jimmies the lock. She's got what looks like maybe a older pair of thieves' tools, or at least lockpick, and she pops that open and lets you all get down into the crypt, which has a few switchback flights of stairs, each one leading to a little platform with, the tombstone with a stone casket and beautiful carvings in the wall, and you go down like 3 different levels, and it leads to just another one of those rooms at the bottom level here. Okay, so he's not here yet, but maybe we can chat a little while we wait, and I'd love to get to know you some more. Have you done a lot of traveling?
Yeah, and you can tell that Rain is just kindly awkward about the whole situation, just sitting there and waiting and talking to people.
Nice.
Because they do not like talking to people that they don't know very well.
Mm-hmm.
They are just completely just, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but it's just like me in a social gathering.
Right. She'll sort of pick up on some of the talking if she senses that you're not jumping in. Yeah, I haven't traveled too much. With this whole, I know I'm 103, but for us, she doesn't, she just sees you as a Shadar-kai and doesn't really know that you're not an elven here, since Shadar-kai is an elven race. Is assuming that you're probably at least 100 or a little older, as that's like the 18 years old of humans. But you know, my my dad and mom, they don't really let us. We don't get to travel with my dad. We don't get to really do anything. They're overprotective. They worry about us. It's ridiculous. I mean, yeah. Oh, just kind of rolls her eyes a bit. But I don't know. I think I'm plenty capable to travel and stuff, and I want to see other exciting, spooky places around the world and not just be kind of stuck here. But I've had so many ghost friends, and now I have, maybe, I'm getting to know you, and that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
I forgot what I was going to say.
I really didn't think there was anyone else that could see ghosts like I can.
I mean, I didn't know and you could tell that she's just a little bit flustered.
Mm.
So, I mean,
I think it's
yeah.
really cool that you've always been able to see him. So I was in a really bad accident a little while ago, and I was really close to dying, like maybe dead for a little bit almost. Or that's how my mom likes to tell everyone the story, because have you met my mom?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, it's all dramatics. I don't really think it was that bad. That's part of the reason they don't let me travel then. But it was only after that, the accident, that I've been able to see ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
Trails off in thought. Yeah. Oh, she looks around for a bit. Wait, I think he's coming.
Rain is gonna cast. Hang on, making sure I have it prepared. Oh, come on, laptop. This is why I switched over to iPad for. I should have. Oh my goodness. Fantasy games really do not do this to me. Do I know how to prepare? Wait, what spell level is spiritual weapon? I'm maybe overlooking it.
Second, I believe. It starts at second.
Silent. Oh, yep. Okay. Thank you, Sam.
Nice.
Found it. Rain is gonna cast spiritual weapon just in case, and it's the raven. Not it's it shows the raven.
Okay. Kind of flutters out and perches behind you in the room. You do hear footsteps walking down the stone stairwell into this section. You don't see anything yet, but you can see the dust kick up, with each footfall on each step. And a form begins to take shape. And meanwhile, across town, Davania, you are in the jail cell. Adriel has stumbled back as you dropped your mask. You and seems to be in shock. Currently just the two of you in there. You're shackled and in the cell, but there with your mask pulled down to show her.
You know me.
I've seen you. What are you doing here? Who are you? What? Who are you really?
Marion.
What do you want with me, Marion? What do you want with this? You want me to get my father, but... No, this isn't right. She's fidgeting with her fingers. This isn't right. Guards! Guards! She shouts out of the room. A couple of guards shuffle in. Just... She talks to them over in the corner and kind of looks over their shoulder at you a couple of times. Oh, do you pull up your mask as the guards shuffle around? And she looks at you and goes to walk out of the room, does like a double take, and then just rushes out of the room after after Endolin, that had left a little while before, just in tears. Adriel continues after her. Two guards shuffle over. Right. Will be dealt with in the morning. Just take a seat. No funny business. You'll be seen in the morning.
Davania's gonna just sit back down real quietly, but still like staring at the guards. And just like, it's almost like slow-mo, just like sitting down, just...
Nice. I'm watching. Neat.
Not saying anything.
Oh, excellent. This is sort of a back room, almost, not the last back room, but an area in the back. So they head back out towards the offices, the clerk area up front, leaving you alone for a little while. However, maybe an hour later... which will kind of catch us up to everyone else now. So about an hour later, a third guard steps in. Looks like a female presenting halfling, wearing a guard's uniform. I know there's a bunch of different types here that are usually plain clothes, but this is the one that actually has sort of an official look to it. And she steps in, leans up against the wall, maybe 6 feet away from your cell. All right, and so, Marianne, is it? You caused yeah, all right. Caused quite a bit of trouble here for us, yeah. Everyone's alive at least, so there's that. She starts to kind of pace back and forth, keeping her head tilted towards you. She does so. Right, so I don't buy most of your shite. Why don't you tell me what you're really doing here, and we can keep this process moving along. Continues pacing.
Might I ask who you are?
You can. I won't tell you, but doesn't matter so much who I am. There's others that can replace me.
How can you expect me to share who I am if you're not willing to share? I don't find that. Seems very one-sided.
Well, seeing as how you attacked about 8 of my friends out there and found yourself in the cell, I have that right?
No, you really don't.
I've heard an interesting rumor. Some individuals of interest have arrived in town recently. There were 2 we were told to keep a careful eye on. And lo and behold, one of them bombs the mayor's wife's home. Interesting. So what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying very hard with you, Marianne, is to make this as little trouble for you and me as possible. It might not seem like I'm trying to help, but this is me trying to help. If you tell me what the deal is, you cut through all the crap, get things all sorted, and get this process over and done with quickly. It only looks good if you come clean and share what you know. That can only help you. You could get out of here with just a slap in the hand and maybe some costs, some medical costs, and just be on your way out of the city.
And how would one leave just a slap on the wrist, considering what has happened?
Well, you wouldn't be welcome back. And you'd have to pay for medical costs and such, I'm sure. That's probably your best case scenario. We don't want to fill up a prison here. You can go cause trouble elsewhere and then you can be their problem. As long as you make things right here.
What information do you need from me?
I hear you might be the White Rose. That true?
No.
All right. Why'd you bomb the mayor's home?
Bring him home.
This is that line you're drawing in the sand, isn't it? You're not really going to share anything with me, right?
You asked a question and I answered. I want the mayor here.
Now, I wouldn't be a very good guard if I brought the mayor before the woman that just bombed his house, you see. It's just not good business. Now, I was under the impression that you might be someone that the mayor might have a personal interest in, and it seems you're not. So, I'm going to leave you to your evening. And, right, you'll be seen again in the morning. You rest
Okay.
up in here. You're gonna need it. She saunters out. Okay. About 3 minutes after that, you hear her leave the room and talk to the other guards out there. About 3 minutes after that, the two guards come back in, but this time there are 3 other individuals with them. Just plainclothes people. And the 3 of them begin to cast a spell. And, oh my gosh, you feel drowsy. You feel sleepy. Your eyelids get heavy. And you crouch down carefully as you fall asleep on the jail cell floor. And that's about the time that Orin, Mort, Garrick, and Aaron are carousing the city and in the area-ish. You all cut through some of the more narrow alleyways here and narrow streets before seeing the jail. It's on a corner lot with a few other municipal buildings around it, but it has a yard in the back kitty corner at the backyard is about 25 feet of grass, and then a tall, maybe 8 foot tall, a wrought iron fence with the little spades up on top of each. There's some. There's a couple of windows, but they're around the front. There's one on the front side, but right in the front corner, either side, where the office section is. Anyway.
As we walk around, I'm going to keep an eye out for any sort of on the grounds, any sort of runes marking like anti-magic fields or whatnot.
Okay. All right, you keep a careful eye out.
I'm gonna go ahead, Dan.
I was just gonna say there's some street lamps lit the old-fashioned way. Felix would love it. That illuminate the streets. There's again a bit of light snowfall, flurries mostly, that are still melting on the cobblestone of the street and the stone of the sidewalks. But it's chilly, a little damp with all that, and there's a person walking around here and there, but otherwise maybe only catch one or two people at a time if you were to look in all directions. It's pretty quiet this time of night.
Dan, what's the construction of the building? Is it like a stone building or?
It is. Yep, it's a stone and mortar building. It's only. It looks like it's effectively one story with maybe an attic section. Maybe 25 feet by 45 feet, something like that. But it has a pitched roof on top with a little attic space seemingly underneath here.
Are there any guards walking around, Dan?
You don't
outside?
see. Go ahead and make an investigation check if you want to do it investigation like, or if you just want to do perception to keep it.
Investigation's fine.
Can I assist you in that?
Ooh, that'd be great. Wasn't the... Okay, that's a lot better. Thank you. That is a total of 25.
Oh, nice. Okay. There is a guard stationed out of the front door. Seems to only be, well, I guess you haven't looked the entire building over. You're not sure if there's any rear doors, but the only door that you've seen is on the front, and there's a guard stationed just outside that. Otherwise, you don't really see... I guess that's, like I said, if any point when you look around, there's maybe 2 or 3 people. It's kind of dark. It's a 25, so maybe one of those people so far you've seen seems to be one of those plainclothes officers. But not doing any particular patrol, just out on the streets, on the beat.
What's the door made of?
The door is heavy wood with the large metal braces that hold it all together. Like the bands of iron, sorry.
What is, I'm sorry if you've already said this, what is surrounding the building? Like, are there other buildings in the city, or is it off by itself?
It's a corner lot, so it's on the corner, but behind it, in either direction behind it, it's about a 25-foot yard with a big fence that goes from right around the front and then gives an allowance for that 25-foot of yard from the building in the back, maybe 8.5-foot tall wrought iron fence with the spades on top. And then behind that, there's other municipal buildings and stuff on this block.
Got it.
And it's probably 8.5 feet because of code. They won't let them build any higher of a fence.
Oh, thank you, Garrick. Thank you for that. Yeah. So what are we it looks like we can't really get a all around look of this because of the fence, correct, Dan? That's
well, you can see through the fence for the most part, since it's
okay.
just a wrought iron.
Okay. Arn's, I'm going to go and kind of walk around, keep a few feet from the perimeter, and see what's around the building.
I'll walk with you.
Okay. In the rear, you see what looks like possibly a bulkhead, but no rear doors. Bulkhead made of metal, just in case that makes a difference. Just in case. Let's see. Otherwise, there really isn't much. It's a moderately secure building where they're not really giving allowances to anyone that's been thrown in the air for fresh air or anything.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You said there is a back door or no back door that we can tell?
No back door, but it looks like maybe a bulkhead.
Okay.
That might go to a basement or lower.
Okay. Okay.
Make an investigation check if you would to try and get some of the details of that as you're
Sure.
looking around.
I will assist.
What's the high ground situation look like?
They're the same number.
The high ground, nice.
19 total for investigation.
Okay. You do see what looks like a rather large lock mechanism on the bulkhead. Like you might need a key or to be able to pick
great.
a moderately sophisticated lock to get in. Otherwise, the rest of the details are pretty
Okay. Well, seems to be not overly secure, but secure enough. Kind of telling that to everyone as they're walking back.
Dan, I'm still keeping a lookout for magical defenses as well.
Okay. Let's see. These would be things that are visible, right? Or your runic thing where you can see, or is that a spell?
No, it's not a spell. It's an ability I have. I just have to expend runes to do it.
Gotcha. Yeah, make an investigation check.
Gonna try to perceive anything instead?
Probably not if you're specifically looking for these. Yeah.
Dang it. Oh, that's still
Okay.
plus 0, 19.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, outwardly around the perimeter and on the outside of the building, you don't spot anything. No inscriptions, no runes, nothing that seems to be magical in nature. You're not getting any pings with your arcana or anything either. Your sense of arcana.
Just seems very mundane.
You were expecting more.
Well, yeah. If they're putting troublemakers in here, wouldn't they at least put some precautions against magic?
Could the precautions be inside?
Probably. Possibly. Yeah, they could. I want to go in and look.
That would be problematic.
I mean, I can turn invisible. It's really
So can I.
easy.
I can turn invisible too.
That's
But
cool.
I don't think that is... Look, maybe if what we do tomorrow morning doesn't heed any results, maybe tomorrow evening we can try to take more drastic measures.
I'm good at drastic measures.
I imagine so. All right. Well, and he'll, once they get to the rest of the group, he'll relay the information to Garrick and Frank about there's no back door, but there's a bulwark with a lock on it. Yeah.
Okay.
So, anything else that the two of you want to do here before we probably should head back?
Dan, was there anything in regards to high ground?
Oh, sorry. Let's
That's
see.
No, there wasn't Obi-Wan.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it, Let's see. So I'm sorry, I completely blanked on that. I mean, on some of the municipal buildings, I mean, you could do some climbing. You know, there's some shed work up to the roof work to be able to kind of peer down or have a better vantage point. There isn't much as far as line of sight or anything. There really isn't anything that would be beneficial from up there. I don't think, not from the back. But I mean, there is just outside of the gate. The fence wraps all around. There is a gate section on the back that releases out along a path that runs between the prison gate, right, and one of the municipal buildings. It's maybe like an 8-foot wide beaten path. Maybe they, you know, if there's a lot of to do, maybe they hush people out this way. Who knows? But it seems like a more quiet way to get people out of the building.
Would there be anything within like 300 to 400 feet?
No. Let's see. Is there anything particular you're trying to get to see or to use the advantage for?
To cover a retreat if that becomes necessary.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, there's plenty. Everything is about 1 story, 1.5 stories around here. There's probably at least 1 or 2 municipal buildings within that range that are maybe 2.5 stories to get a little bit of a, you know, higher ground. Mm-hmm. If you're looking for that distance, yep.
Dun, dun, dun.
You'd have to climb up one of those shorter buildings. I mean, they're close enough. They're tight, so you could probably do some leaping from roof to roof to get, you know, climb up on a shed, up on a roof, across on another roof, up onto a higher roof to get up there. They don't really have any fire escapes, unfortunately. They're not up to code at all.
Wrong character for leaping and jumping, unfortunately.
Oh.
All right. Wait until morning, I guess.
I think that seems like a good idea. And then we'll see what that, you know, our questioning produces. And if it doesn't produce something substantial, we can discuss next steps after that. All right.
Sounds all right to me.
Mortimer, anything that you need to do before we go?
Not really. I mean, I was just thinking maybe I would, if you needed it, could have caused a distraction to see if we can get that guard away from the door, but too risky maybe.
I think, and this is just my opinion, I think that we've taken a look, we know what to expect, at least with the outside, which is probably only 10% of what we have to worry about. Sure, you can cause a distraction with that guard, but what about
Don't know
inside?
what's inside. Yep, you're right.
But there are things that can be done, but I do think that we should wait until at least tomorrow night. And then
Okay.
I have some abilities that can be put to use. Invisibility. But apparently someone else, and look at Aaron, can turn invisible.
She'll glance at him and go, "Have you broken people out of prison before, Arian?"
We should probably go.
Oh, that's a yes! Oh, I gotta hear this story!
You do hear the door open. The front door opens. Guard steps aside, and 2 women step out. Go ahead and make a perception check if you would. They're just by the street lamp, so it won't be too hard to spot.
Oh, well, that's it. Holy. Okay, Stephanie, wait a minute. Let me look at the right stats here, not on my D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
No, that's actually right.
Nice.
That's a 26.
Okay. All right.
13!
13. All right.
Yeah, I'll make one. What the heck?
Okay. Yeah, go for it. If Garrick and Mort want to make one, you're welcome to. Absolutely.
Perception.
The door is not like a lightly open. Oh no, Mort!
Mort's distracted. Yeah.
Yeah.
17.
17. Okay.
His glass. It's winter. His glasses are fogged up.
Nice. What? So yeah, 13 or higher sees that it's two of the daughters. It appears to be Endlin and Adrielle at best guess. If you've seen them or met them yet, you would recognize them as Endlin and Adrielle. Endlin seems very upset. Face and hands kind of cupped in her hands, and Adrielle is trying to comfort her, hand over shoulder, patting shoulder, holding her head and rubbing her head a little bit, and just kind of. Mm-hmm.
I'm listening. I'm just preparing myself.
Just sort of taking a moment to collect themselves outside, and they say something to the guard that nods, closes the door, and then returns to his post right next to the door, and the two of them shuffle off towards somewhere.
Which way are they going, Dan?
Which way did they go, Dan?
I mean, if you're across the street looking at the front of the building, they'll be turning right. They'll be not heading back towards the tavern, but further into town where you think maybe their residence was, or something around there.
So they're heading away from us in the opposite direction. And you said towards town?
Yeah, so there's this whole section where like the mayor's house, where their official house is. So the daughters have their own homes, except for the, I think it's Endlin, that still lives with them. And she's certainly an adult. I think she's 34 or something like that, but is still kind of shackled to the parents. But they seem to be heading over towards that section of town.
Arin's going to follow. I'll meet you back up at the tavern. And he's going to follow. So Dan, Arin in his mind is thinking, so they're heading back towards town. I want to try to maybe not follow right behind them, but somehow is there a way that I can cut around some buildings to where I'm going the same direction? He wants to cut them off.
Okay.
Without seeming like he's like he just happenstance them on the street.
Okay.
Are you going to tell anybody this?
Oh yeah, well he said that he said that he'll see you back at the tavern.
Though Aaron, wait, who did?
Aaron would get help.
No. Also saw them. It's just Mort that didn't, for what it's worth.
He would probably notice him just kind of like looking at them and then being like, maybe. And then he's going to go. And you'll see him kind of like straightening up his jacket and hurrying his steps, possibly getting into a jog.
Okay. You know what? Also, chat, let me know if that's any better. Otherwise, I've got a different setting I can change. So there'll be 2 rolls for Orin attempting to do that. The first is just going to be like a survival check. Layout of the city. How quickly can you manage?
Sure. Well, that's a 9.
Okay, that's actually going to set the DC for the second one.
Okay.
To see how... It's an athletics check, please. I want to see... You're not going to get there... Oh, good.
I will... yeah, though that would cut off... That would cut off... that would make time longer. Never mind. Yeah, so, no. I'm listening. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you no longer want to do that.
I want to do it. I was just thinking about using something else to kind of... But I don't think it would get me there any quicker. I think it would just slow me down. So we're fine.
Okay. Oh yeah, my mic is really... That's so weird. Sorry, I'm going to just tweak a setting real quick here.
It's okay.
Is that the right way? That's the wrong way. Yeah, somebody screwed around with this. Of course they did. That should be
Ghost.
much... Oh, that's probably too loud.
It's a scary ghost.
All right, let me know how that is. Okay. All right, it's probably way too close. Anyway, yeah, athletics check, and this is just going to be like how you hustle through the streets. Like if you're going to be out of breath by the time you figure out your way over there with that 9.
Oh man, this is turning out horribly. That's a 9.
Okay. In that case, you manage it, but you're a little more winded than you were hoping. I mean, you're in really good shape, right? So it's not like you're heaving or anything.
Right. He's a little confused. He doesn't know exactly where he's going. It's fine.
Okay, so you get there slightly winded, but I imagine you'll be able to cover it up. Maybe about a block. You're rounding a corner when they're like half a block down.
As he's about ready to turn around the corner, he's going to pull out his dulcimer.
Oh, okay.
And kind of like be like, even though he's out of breath, and kind of like try to strum it as casually as possible as he's walking, like just kind of like walking along.
Oh, nice. Make a performance check if you would.
Okay, all right.
Do all the checks. And while you're doing that, Mort, Garrick, and Aaron, did you all decide to just go head home, or are any of you doing anything different?
Garrick's heading back to the inn.
Okay.
Wart's cleaning off his glasses and going, where did Ornan go?
He walked off after the daughters.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I know, right? He was the one who was like, we all need to stay together and not get anyone caught or anything. And now he's going off to get caught. It's really obnoxious.
Could have just flown over them.
I know, right? We can both fly.
I have a carpet.
Nice.
All right, let's head back to the inn, I guess.
All right.
I do have that book that I got from the library.
Oh, nice. All right. So the three of you find yourselves heading back. Oren, what was your performance check?
29.
Damn. Okay. Beautiful dulcet tones of the dulcimer.
He's humming along with it too.
They echo beautifully on the stone in the night here. The acoustics are phenomenal.
If he hears their voices, Dan, he's trying to like line himself up to where like he almost bumps into them.
Okay. Yeah, you hear them. One of them still seems to have a bit of a choked up voice when she speaks, and the other one's trying to...
Great.
You just can't... and then you're approaching, opposite directions. Do you want to, in fact, bump in, or...
Yeah. I mean, if they're walking towards him like a little bit before, he'll just kind of walk, like kind of almost like it looks like he has to step out of his way in order to avoid them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, ladies.
Oh, good evening. Sir?
Oh, is she okay? Is she all right?
Yes, she's yes, quite fine.
Here,
She'll be all
and
right.
he'll hand a handkerchief to them, or to the one that's crying.
Oh, okay. She grabs that.
I believe I met you this morning at the tavern. You were going around. I hope no one has tried to accost you in the streets.
Not yet. He looks at you wearily.
All right, don't.
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, I'm so sorry. Adriel continues. What name did you give them?
Elliot.
Elliot, right? Correct?
Yes, it is, Adriel.
Yes.
And oh, I wrote that down with triples.
Ooh.
Indy and Indolin
and Endolin.
Indolin, great. What was I writing there? Okay, all right. And Indolin, it's a pleasure. And he gives a very deep bow.
Yes. Are you finding the city's eve to your liking?
Oh yes, I was just walking, taking a nice stroll. I always like to walk cities that I haven't been in before. I find it very relaxing. And of course, sometimes like to strum a few things, hum a few tunes.
Yes, it sounded lovely.
thank you. I appreciate that. Gives another kind of like medium bow. Do you need an escort? Are you... I mean, I'm sure that you're used to these streets, but...
No, just some time to I think we'll be quite all right for this evening. I appreciate it. My sister and I just need a little bit of time to ourselves. It's been a rather rough day, you see.
Completely understandable. I wonder, do you know of a... I've been trying to find a tavern. Haven't been hitting the streets correctly. Do you know of some good ones? I'm trying to look for a friend of mine that hasn't been around all day. Marion, she hasn't turned up, and I've just been wondering where she's been. And I think that she might...
Endlin bursts out into extra tears.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry.
No, it's it's all right. It's you're fine, Elliot. It's I'm sorry to tell you this. Your friend is in the jail.
Oh dear God, no.
Yes, there was...
What did she do?
She kind of holds Endlin a little closer, almost like covering an ear. And not that she doesn't know already, but she used some magic to bomb the mayor's house. There were a few people that were burned, but survived.
I am so sorry. I had no idea.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry that...
No, it's fine. I understand. You didn't, she's not your responsibility, but she is partially mine for being part of my group. So I do apologize for any trouble that she's caused.
I'm sure... I don't know.
Take it that I'm sure you might not know, but does the jail have visiting hours at all?
They do, during the days, and I think it's something around 9 in the morning until about 4 in the evening. Tell me, how long have you known your friend, Marianne?
It's just, I've been one of the more recent joinings to the group, so a couple of weeks.
Oh, right. Well, a word of warning.
Sure.
I don't think she's who she says she is.
Oh, that's troubling.
Hey.
Why would you say that?
A number of reasons.
Okay.
It's like she can't quite put her...
Sure.
Doesn't know how to say what she knows.
Well, thank you for the warning. I do appreciate it.
Right.
Maybe we can try to get her turned onto a better path.
I hope so.
I mean, everyone's due a second chance.
Right.
No matter their history, I suppose.
I'm sure she'll she'll likely be questioned in the morning and
Sure.
be given a fair trial. And I don't think anyone died, so I don't think she'll be sent to the prison here or anything. She'll probably just be removed from the city.
Sure.
Banished.
Still very, very troublesome.
Right.
Thank you so much for your information. I appreciate it.
Of course.
If there's anything I can do to repay, just let me know. I'll be in the city for a couple of days, but you've been most helpful this evening.
Certainly. Might I ask you, you had another friend with you, an elven friend. I think Rain was her name. Wixley was talking about her all evening. They were going to go get together or something, but I'd kind of like to go and collect Wixley. I have something. We need to just have a bit of a meet and let her know what happened and let her her mother's aren't.
Definitely. You're going to collect her now.
I don't really know where they were getting together. I wasn't sure if you recalled or if you knew if you were.
I don't think Art would know.
Oh, no problem. I don't think so either.
Oh, I'm afraid I do not. That's wait a minute. I might be able to get a hold of her though. Oh no, that's just if I can see them. Okay. Cool. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm afraid there's no way for me to get in contact with her. Don't have a sending stone. I'm so sorry.
Quite fine. She only has a few places where she likes to go, so I'm sure we'll be able to find her.
You're fine on your own?
Right. We'll be
Okay.
all right.
All right. Thank you again, and
Of course.
hopefully our group doesn't cause any more issues for you.
I appreciate that. You enjoy your night and stay warm.
You as well. And he looks at Indolin, and I do hope you get to feeling better. Keep the handkerchief. All right. Well, good evening. And he will start walking in the other direction, and as he's walking away, we'll walk away not very quickly, but pull out his dulcimer again and start strumming some tunes and humming to himself. Kind of, I don't know, trying to leave a good last impression, I guess. Kind of go around a corner and then just kind of like start scampering back towards the tavern.
Running around again to
Yes,
bump into him
correct.
again. Oh. Strange we keep meeting like this. Awesome. All right, you head back to the tavern now. Meanwhile, as everyone has disengaged from here and has begun heading back, Emil, you've been keeping a careful eye out, and whatever, maybe 40 minutes have passed since you started keeping watch. And you see Mimri race in. Mimri being the person that had whispered down from the level above beforehand. And she's kind of looking around in a slightly panicked look before running up the first flight of stairs and anxiously, like, not wanting to knock on the doors, but also wanting to knock on some of the doors. She's standing in front of the set of doors that you and your crew reside in.
Okay, out of curiosity, I know I rolled a stealth. Am I stealthed on the floor or on the ceiling? Because I'd love to drop down behind her and, just suddenly appear out of thin air. That would be great.
I was thinking up above because on the section of floor up above, right, that runs the length of this building, there's actually these cross beams, and there's a space up between the cross beams and the flooring up above that you could fit in and be like, whoo.
Perfect.
She's getting ready to knock.
Okay, I'll appear behind her and kind of drop down silently and say, "You looking for someone?"
Ah! Oh, bye. Oh, just my spirit. If you find it, I'd like to return it to my body.
Okay.
I just need a minute. Okay. And you gave her your name as Emil, right? I think. Okay. Sorry, Emil. Emil, there's my father was in a meeting, and there's all this buzz about someone or something called the White Rose being in town, and they mentioned two of your friends, the mayor's wife. Mentioned two of your friends, Elliot and Marianne. They're
Yes,
gonna be
I'm
falling.
aware of this. Okay.
Okay, so Marianne is the one that they're thinking is the White Rose because she bombed the mayor's house. and I'm so worried for you and your friends. There's no way that they are not going to be coming after all of you for questioning.
Yeah, I think we understood that, but I do appreciate the information.
That there seems to be a lot of hubbub around this. They are just frantic trying to figure out who or what this white rose is, and I just I'm also worried for your friend because she's in the jail, and if they think that she's this important, I've seen them get. I have not seen them in this much of a tizzy yet. For far less, people have been swept away. So I had to share. You've been so comforting and supportive, and I really hate to see anything happen to you or your friends.
Appreciate your information, but you need to keep yourself safe as well.
Okay.
Make sure that they don't know what you're up to. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to my room and just be there for a bit, so they'll just assume that I'm behaving in my room. But if you need me, just knock. That's just me there. This is where my dad sequesters me, and just knock if you need me for. If I hear anything else, I'll try and be a little more stealthy about it. She kind of clutches her chest again, still like.
I'll make sure I know what room she's headed to, and then let her go.
Okay, all right. So she gives you the number and heads up another flight of stairs and into that room. Davania, you're not sure how much time has passed by, but you are awoken by a jostling, almost like you're kind of bouncing around a little bit. And as you open your eyes, you are in fact bouncing around inside what seems to be a horse-drawn coach, except there's bars on the window. The door has a couple locks on it, and you're in a coach riding through the forest. And that's where we'll take our bio break.
F you.
I don't have a fun thing, so sorry. Shortly after she was spirited away. Okay. So for anyone who doesn't know, we take about a 10-minute bio break, and then we'll be back. I'll put our Be Right Back screen up, but we'll keep our audio hot in case anyone wants to chat with us. Moanai, where is it? Here we go. I'll catch you all shortly. Yay! Oops. Like that.
Hey, Dan. Oh,
Oh, my sweet legs.
he walked away. Oh, he magically did it. I just realized. Oh. Steph, how's you been?
Good. It's been good. Yeah. Nothing spectacular, but nothing horrible. So
That's good. Frank, how about you? How's your week been?
Good. Nothing. Yeah, exactly the same. Nothing terrible. Just hanging in. Decent. A little foggy weather here on the East Coast.
ooh.
Yeah. A little bit of London fog rolling in.
No pun intended for the tea. Yeah. It's finally feeling like fall here in Oklahoma, and I love it.
Good.
It has been like 80s.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Have the trees even reacted? I mean, getting any fall colors?
Mm-hmm. Trees have been changing colors, but yeah, it's been whirlwind.
Now, why is that not working?
Sounds. I don't know. It's making a little bit of a noise. What is it?
It's not me.
No. Sounds like
No.
water running.
No, I'm trying to create yarn dreadlocks.
Oh.
Maybe.
For justice. Is it for
What? Yarn dreadlocks for justice?
Why not? Why can't cats have dreadlocks?
No, it's for Breelith on Saturday. In Extremis has dreadlocks of sorts.
Oh, okay.
So instead of like spending money on a wig, which I could now, but yeah, instead of spending money on a wig, I was going to try to make yarn dreadlocks to pin in here and there.
Got it. When you said yarn, I automatically went to cat.
Oh yeah, no, it's not
That
for
too. Yeah.
not for justice for me. This is for me, okay? So yeah. If it works. If it works.
Ugh.
I was gonna try to just like to wrap my hair, my own hair. But then I realized, I have a stream like an hour, like that doesn't end until like a half hour before that. So that would be impossible. Unless I want Valkyrie to have, dirty blonde dreadlocks.
Sam, how's your week been? Oh,
Good.
you're muted.
I went to lay Liam down, and he just kind of went on my face, right?
Oh,
Broke
poked
my
you in the eye.
glasses.
No.
Oh.
I mean, these are like
Are they
3-year-old.
fixable?
No, like the metal on the hinge broke.
What?
They're 3-year-old frames, and they've been bent, twisted, wet, everything you can imagine. So they're just like, nah, no more. So I've got it taped up right now.
Oh my gosh.
I guess he's gonna try to get to the eye doctor tomorrow. That's my week. Because I just got a new phone today too, so $200 wasn't enough. Let's spend more on frames.
Let's go for another two on new frames.
Yeah.
But yeah, new phone. It's all shiny. Ooh.
Oh, what you got?
It's a LG Stylo 6.
Ooh.
Nice.
I upgraded
nice.
from my most recent phone is a Stylo 3, so it's like it's a serious upgrade.
Yeah,
Nice.
they don't give you bonuses anymore, so you don't. It's like very expensive to get a new phone anymore.
Yeah, and I was gonna like I would have gotten a discount for upgrading, except the screen cracked on my old phone the day we got to Florida.
Of course.
Turns out that sharp pointy bit in towel rings that, if it comes off and it hits your screen just right, that cracks.
Wow.
That's my day.
Wow.
Melissa, how's your week been? Saw that you celebrated Sam's 10th birthday on Facebook.
Yeah, he's 7 now.
Oh,
So
well, why did I put 10? What?
it's fine.
Yeah.
I confuse my own kids half the time anyway. It's been good. Thursday and Friday was a bit chaotic because we've basically within 24 hours had to do the older two are going virtual and the younger two are going to do school packets. So
Wow.
today and yesterday was really, it was like everybody was sent to school with all their stuff. The end. Yeah, so all the parents were like in chaos yesterday, and then the daycare was in chaos yesterday. So, but yeah, we're okay. I'm tired.
Did your school district decide to go virtual because of the
they can decide, we can decide to do both, or we can still have them go to school, but somebody stole my chop. Oh, they're there. There was a positive case, so a lot of the teachers and stuff are also quarantining. Oh, sorry. There was a football player that tested positive at the middle school, and and because we're such a small town, a lot of the coaches are also teachers. So half the staff, if you don't have all the staff, so, and it's all about being safe right now.
Yeah, I watched the news this afternoon. Sky took it, all their high school students are going virtual because there was 100 plus cases, and Sky took them
Numbers are going back up, and it's like,
I mean,
we should
we're
have just done this from the beginning.
Oklahoma is part of the 14 states of the up cases of hospitalizations, and that's not happening.
Hospitals are full here. They're sending people to other places because they're getting so full.
I mean, our governor's not doing crap because he's friends with Keto Man. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Oh, Emil had to go? Oh, Warren had to go?
Yes, Warren had to go. He was tired.
It was okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had a outrageously long Zoom call, he said.
Oh, no.
He had a 14-hour meeting
What?
2 days ago. 14 hours.
Ew.
Yeah.
All right,
That's not a meeting.
Yeah.
I'll die.
It's a marathon, yeah. What the what?
He was supposed to go on a business trip to Houston and have all that, but yeah.
Oh,
And-
I see.
And Dan,
Yeah,
I've been asking everybody, how's your week been?
you can go ahead first on that one. The good news before the bad. No.
Sorry, was that addressed towards me? I zoned out for a second.
That's to you both.
That's your question. I mean, that's your answer, Mariah.
Oh, snap.
Oh, nice.
For me, it's been a long week, but not as stressful as the weeks that have
Oh, good.
been happening recently. So,
Good.
yeah.
That's good.
Glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Gosh, yeah, it's been a bit of a crazy week, but it's effectively over. I got all my special projects. Next week has some special projects, but this weekend should be chill. So I'm looking forward to it.
My week has been up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Been yesterday and today, I've just been questioning on a part of me on why I'm like this.
Mm-hmm.
I am. I don't think a lot of people. I don't tell a lot of people this, but I'm on the autism spectrum, and I've been dealing with this one teammate who I asked today to explain to me more in depth about our workout schedule for for next semester for our Overwatch League, and she just like explained, and I explained it. I'm like, no, you did not explain it. So just still the fact that nobody gets me.
Yeah.
On a don't take the time to get me.
Right.
On how my brain is wired differently than other people. So, yeah, I've been struggling with that part of me.
Sure.
Yeah. So,
I mean, if anything,
that's part
I
of
can drive
other
up
people.
there and punch somebody for you. So.
Yeah.
We all will.
Absolutely. That's less a part of you and more part of them for not taking the time to understand that not everyone is.
I had a good turnaround and just saying that my improv teacher told me I'm a natural at improv, and so.
Oh, that's right.
Nice.
Probably looking for an improv troupe around the Oklahoma City area. Did not know there was a lot of improv troops in Oklahoma. And then,
I can see that.
Well, to be fair, they're probably not active right now.
Oh yeah.
There may be a few. Nothing's happening.
One troop is doing socially distancing and outdoor.
Oh.
Things. I was just like, okay, I can do this. I can drive maybe 2-3 hours.
Woo, damn. Yeah. Nice. Well, that's really exciting. I'm glad that your talents are being seen and recognized.
And I would never thought I would be a natural at improv until I took this class.
Oh, okay.
I didn't
Extra
like.
cool.
Yeah.
That's also what D&D is really great for.
Right.
Very good point.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's 2 of us in that class, and one of them my classmate didn't show up, so there's
You and I.
Well, if you guys saw I'm saying I'm practically a lead because I use my lead powers for improv. Basically, she gave me a scenario and told me to explain what manga is, and then we did a short form D&D synopsis.
Ah, nice.
This is Brixie again, but I did not use Brixie's name. I just used the comment.
Oh. Berksy. Just kidding. Oh,
sounds like a beer.
It does. It's an IPA.
No, God,
no. Brewed locally.
I hate you.
That's awesome. Right, so something we forgot that I just clicked into my head as I was making coffee and break. At the end of last session, also, Blueberry sniffed out this underground magic. This whole network of underground magic or whatever he had found. So I'm just going to throw that out there as I completely forgot. Or you can wait till Blueberry's back, of course.
When I joined this week, you mentioned Blueberry has sniffing power.
Yeah.
His sniffer can sniff out magic now.
Yeah, they basically detect magic with the old schnoz. Oh, exciting.
Sniffer.
Okay, so with that, I guess we'll jump back in. Probably right with Davania, who was literally being carted through the woods in this horse-drawn carriage with the barred little window on the door locked over several times over. It's quiet. There's some late night animal sounds, Davania, that you can hear. You can peer out the window. You see the forest passing by. It sounds like there are 2 individuals leading the cart, sitting up on the top in the cabbie zone there, and there's talking back and forth a little bit. One's complaining about the cold. The other one about her week. And at one point, she sighs a bit. This poor soul. I really hate coming out here, but imagine being left out here. It's... Well, we're almost there anyway, so... And some bumpy trails as you're going over, a very rough path, it feels like. Perhaps not even a dirt path, but a path cut through the... over some roots and such, really kind of bobbing and weaving through trees. Do you want to look out the window? What would you like to do as you're in this horse-drawn carriage here?
She would definitely look out but not say anything because she wants to like pretend that she hasn't woken up yet while she's listening to everybody.
Okay.
And see if she recognizes the area at all.
Okay. Make a history check, if you would. Or survival. You can choose. History, like, try and recall this area from your youth. Survival to kind of map it out. And go that route. Damn!
Yep. Bang.
That was a natural 20 for a 22, chat. Just hence the damn. Okay. This is near the area of Old Miranda. These are definitely the very local woods to that mining city you grew up in. You can peer ahead. It's dark, but of course, when pressed against the night sky, with the rain, the snow falling and everything else, and the moon's illuminating the back of these clouds a little bit, mostly dark gray clouds, but you can definitely make out the mountains. You're headed towards the mountains. You're really close, within like 5 minutes of riding in this cart or so to reach definitely the area where you grew up. The mines.
Ammonia.
Nice.
She would definitely see if she would be able to cast or feel any magic. Probably just sit down and see if she can. Let's see. Hold on. I'm reading. Warm up a spot in the I almost said chariot. What is wrong with me? In the coach on the floor, and warm it up with the Presta digitation thingy shit that I can never pronounce.
That's a lot of... You place your hands
3 years
down.
later, I still can't say it right.
there's an awful lot of bits to that.
But she wants to see if she can cast magic or feel it, as she is a sorcerer, and divine soul. So
yeah, okay. You do. You lay your hands down on the floor of the coach and begin, using the hand motions within the shackles here, and casting the spell. You can feel immediately any bit of magic you rouse in your body is immediately being canceled out by these shackles. You can feel that's the negation point. They seem to be magic canceling shackles.
Does she have anything with her, or did they take everything and she hasn't gotten her stuff back yet?
They took everything.
She'll just sit down and start humming a song.
Okay.
What? No, I'm just kidding.
Nice.
Wow.
Get a bucket. Yeah. She's doing the dance, pounding on the coach floor. Oh, dude.
No.
This is how I pass the time. Yeah. That is amazing. Okay, now you have to cosplay Davania and make that TikTok so we can.
Oh my god. I do have. Oh, no, I have that.
my gosh, I died.
That would be funny though. This is what she does in her spare time when nobody's looking.
Right. At last, no one's watching. Let's see. Okay, so next, 4 or 5 minutes pass by, and as you're kind of doing that and biding your time and humming a tune, you're watching out the window, and you see the forest. It looks like more forest, but as you kind of go over a couple of roots in the trees, the forest shimmers for a moment, and you pass through what seems to be some sort of illusion work. And once on the other side, you have entered the outskirts, the road that leads out of old Miranda. You've just entered the town. You've passed through and entered the edge of old Miranda. Burned, destroyed, rubble, ruins, homes you once knew, to people that you once knew. Nothing but massive devastation that occurred here. However, the mines are open as you hobble further through town. More commentary from the drivers that are talking about the eeriness of this place, and there is an extra cold clamminess to the air here. You reach around, you drive through the city, and as you approach the mines, you start passing by some buildings that they're still in rubble, but they've been fenced in now, and you just see a bunch of people shambling about. It's in the darkness. There's no lights in there or anything. You just see a bunch of people sort of shambling about behind these fenced-in ruins of buildings, gated in, left and right here, pulling up past those, at least 2 or 3 blocks worth of these buildings. Before reaching the opening to the mines. And you stop. The carriage stops. And you hear the drivers get down and chock the wheels, disengage the horses for now, unhitch the horses, and take them over somewhere. You hear one of the drivers saying, no, we the female one, we have to get horses over here. And, right time, no, they'll get scared. We don't want them to run off. We don't want any accidents with the coach. Nope, they'll take care of her. They'll take care of her. And you hear them walk off with the horses, seemingly off in the distance to the left. If you look out the other side window, you see them walking towards the edge of the woods over there. And so you wait. You're just in this coach for, 5 minutes goes by, 15 minutes go by. You finally hear some rustling, some people approaching. And you see a big, scruffy, like a dark coal black beard, scruffy beard individual, kind of walking by, maybe a half elf, dirtied with coal and other things. Clearly has been in the mines. And he's pulling a rope behind him, a really thick rope over his shoulder. And sounds like maybe it's a chain gang of sorts, where people are tied off one after another as they all approach.
Put down and sleep.
Nice. As they pass by, however, they are clearly no longer living. These are undead people being shuffled one after another, tied rope, waist to the waist to waist to waist to waist, at least 18 long. Are you at all looking at this, or okay? Make a perception check if you would, please. You do it with advantage since that's probably all you're doing. And they're shuffling pretty slowly. Oh my. Okay. That's a 19 for chat. Well, these people are fairly well decayed, but magic is holding them, the undead magic as it does, is holding their bodies and musculature together, shuffling them along down into these mines for who knows what. You see two individuals that you recognize. One, a moderately tall furbolg that you recently saw murdered in the bathroom of the tavern, shuffling about. Pretty fresh body as far as things are concerned. And a face you thought you probably wouldn't have seen ever again. Margarette, that was a neighbor that lived maybe half a block down from you when you were growing up here. She also shuffles by in this body of 18 different individuals or so, being dragged down into the mine. They shuffle by, and you hear the clamor of another chain gang approaching, guard or individual leading them as well. And then suddenly, shake, shake on your door. Another guard has, come up in the midst of all that and kind of shakes on your on your door for a minute. Ah, right. So, are you ready to get to work? Welcome to the mines. He looks in for any sort of reaction from him.
Can I ask you why you're acting like I haven't been here before?
Oh.
And she's smirking under her mask.
Nice.
He probably can't see.
Aye. Looks confused. You've been here before then. Usually, he kind of looks over at the undead. People don't come back looking so lively.
How many are undead?
Well, I'll let you get a close count. How's that sound? He starts unlocking the doors. And with that, we'll scooch over. To, let's see. Let's jump back to Rain, who is there with Wixley, the apparition taking form down in the crypt. Literally looks like an old fisherman. Like the iconic bushy beard, rain cap on, excuse me, half-elf fisherman, poltergeist, or ghost, walks down. Oh, it's got the pirate speak and everything. Oh, our Wixley, you brought some company tonight. Well, excuse me. Oh my gosh. Just like a classic fisherman, it has weird hiccups. I don't know. Oh, right. It's too bad she can't join us in her lovely banter, right? Why you bringing her down here tonight? And Wixley kind of looks at him and then at you, and then him and at you. Do you want to tell him?
I'm just gonna take out my sketchbook out, just start sketching, just all the little details.
Okay. Oh, one of those artsy types, eh? Right. Well, at least you and I can have a Wait, is she drawing me?
And then I show him the sketch that I drew of him.
What? Well, shiver me timbers. I can't believe it. You can see me too now. Oh, Willoughby's the name? What's yours, lass?
Rain.
Oh, that's just a beautiful name. Oh, Wixley. How wonderful is, well, what brings you here today? You two here today?
I just looked at Wixley.
Well, we wanted to hear some stories. Rain here, she's been able to see ghosts forever. And that's just really cool to me. And she's my friend in making. Yeah, she said that she also has an interest in ghosts. I mean, being able to see them. Did you ever go through that really scared phase, Rain? Like where it was really scary to see ghosts before you kind of got used to it?
I mean, at first, but not really.
Oh, you're so brave. I was scared for at least a year. It was so scary. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'd lived most of my life without it. Okay, anyway. Willoughby. Well, Rain, do you have any questions for Willoughby? He's got all the answers. And then some, so don't let him get on a tangent, because he'll keep talking forever.
How did you die exactly? And then I have my book out with the little sketch I drew of him ready. Just to...
Ah, nice. Okay. Oh, well, yes, that's... One might think that I died at sea, doing what I loved, but, no, I'm afraid it wasn't anything that poetic. In fact, well, I was on a long voyage, just normal fishing for summer season, out on the sea for about a month and a half, and then I returned. I came back home to sell all I could, and returned to my wife and my boys. Oh, it was you seem like getting overly dramatically choked up. It was so sad. We made a killing at sea. Wonderful. I had the best profits I had for years. Found my way back to Miranda. Told my wife and the young'uns about, how good our year was going to be. Of course, we would never see that. That was some time ago. Maybe 11 years now, 10, 11 years. We came home. Oh, we had the biggest feast that night with all the profits and everything. We were going to be able to repair the house. We were going to be able to contribute to the city this year. We were just... Things were looking so good, but then... there was a monster with just utter hatred in her eyes. Came through the whole city, killing folk one after the other, collapsing buildings on people, chasing down all that ran to flee for their lives. Some tried to stand against her, but she had a terrible power in her. A terrible power. And it was there, huddled together over that feast, that I and my wife and the young'uns met our end. It's a sad, sad fate. But I suppose I'm here to share tales with the two of you now, and I've got to look at the bright side, I suppose. I'm not in purgatory or anything.
Rain kind of went from this subtle, excitement look to a very solemn look on the way that he described that he died. Can you describe more about this creature? And then she practically turns to, the back of the book and just ready to, sketch out the details that he gives them.
Oh, well, certainly. Yeah, here's the thing there, well, right, let me share the details. And he starts giving you the description, physical description. And, it's maybe halfway through you sketching it out that it is starting to take shape, a familiar shape. Get about 3/4 of the way through, and you find you're effectively looking at, Davania.
Okay. Knowing that information, I slowly close the book and I say, "Thank you for your stories. Thank you for inviting me to the cemetery, Lixley, but I must go."
Oh, all right. I'm sorry. Willoughby gets very that. I'm so sorry. Are you sure we can't hang out and do anything else?
I must be getting back to my party members.
Of course. I do hope to meet you again. It's just so nice to know someone else that can see things that I see, and it's just friendly and kind. So thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. It's really made my birthday feel special.
No problem. And then I'm gonna just walk and head back to the keep.
Okay. You hear her sort of strike up a further conversation with Willoughby as you leave the crypt and head back to the tavern, which you arrive just shortly after Mort Orn. Oh my gosh, all the names are in different places now. Sorry. I was looking at the same arrangement, like, nope. Mort Orn, Aaronwin, and Garrick. You've all arrived back.
Does Oren arrive back with them because he left and to have
a
his
little bit
conversation?
after, right? Okay, so Garrick, Mort, and Aaronwin, you return first. Emil will probably give you a quick rundown of his experience with Mimri, which is all information I think you know, but now you know. But it does reinforce that you all are probably going to be questioned in regards to the White Rose as well.
We're all going to be questioned.
Yeah, that's one of the things Mimri said. They were all talking about, either Orn, Elliot or Marianne being the White Rose, but because you've all arrived together, they're talking about bringing you all in for questioning.
Even Ray?
Mimri was someone that was residing up on the 3rd floor above you all and whispered to Emil and had a meeting and was like, "Oh yeah, my dad works like below the mayor somewhere and is in the know and all this stuff, but people are really disappearing and dying and it's scary, so get out," basically, or watch your back. Yeah, so the 3 of you arrive first. Sorry, Garrick, Aaronwin, and Mort, the 3 of you. Get that breakdown from Emil. Is there anything you want to roleplay with him? Or pseudo Emil? It's fine if not.
I think Aaronwin's not gonna sleep very well.
Oh, okay. Sleep tight. As you're getting the recap, finishing up the recap, Oren returns next. Oren's next. You'll get a quick recap of that recap, Oren, as you approach.
Within a flashback.
Well, before Aaron goes, is the bar still open there at the tavern, Dan?
Yeah, it's not too late. Yep.
Okay, yeah. Aaron would just kind of stop by, and before he even goes, like, he would walk in and like see everyone gathered together, and then be like, "Oh," and then like go over to the bar and get a drink before he goes and joins everyone.
Nice. Okay.
Would this have been, just out of character, would this been the first time that I guess me and Erwin has actually heard the White Rose term?
Oh.
Yeah. We haven't.
Yeah, we haven't. Yeah. So okay. Just so I got that in my quiver.
I still don't know how they pegged me.
Hey, Mort.
Yes.
Do you mind if I share a room with you tonight?
No, not at all.
Thanks. I don't want to.
I don't know if I snore. Just
I just I'm used to sharing a room in Davania's though now, and so
oh, I certainly understand.
Thanks.
So, where did you go, Warren? And did you find anything out, or did you just drink?
Yes, I went after the two sisters. Kind of look around and make sure no one's listening. And was able to catch up with them. They didn't seem to suspect that I followed them from anywhere. Indolin was quite upset. And became even more upset when I mentioned a certain someone. I said that I asked for directions to a bar in case, since I hadn't seen her yet, for a while. And Indolin burst into tears. So apparently Indolin has a bit of favor for Armarian. But the other one seemed a bit more calculating, a bit more indifferent, and did warn me against Marion, saying that she wasn't you. She said that she is, which makes me, is a telltale that she knows, obviously. So
knows.
who Marion is.
Yeah, because we didn't even know that until we got here and she told us.
Yeah. She's heard it from someone or recognizes it herself. I mean, she's the oldest, right, Dan?
Ooh, let's see.
Or no? I mean, I have them written down. I can look back if you want to look back in your notes.
Indolin is the
the
oldest. Actually, Adriel's only 32. Adriel's the 32-year-old. Endolin's 133.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But boy, can Dan tell you about the shapes of their faces.
Yeah. Nice. That's awesome.
Forget the Stormfall Alliance. We're the face shape group.
Yeah.
So it appears they know. It appears that, I would assume that they were in there visiting her. They said that she should stand trial and should be questioned tomorrow. She told me that where Marion was. So they did offer that information.
Where is she?
In the jail, obviously.
What did they say she did?
Oh, she set fire to someone in a tavern? Something like that.
Did she set fire to the ring?
I don't remember. That didn't seem like the important piece of information to me. But, yes, so apparently it appears that she was wanting to get caught, because why else?
Indeed. Well, I can't imagine. Yeah.
It doesn't make it any less dire, of course. She might not know what she's getting into. But the one sister, Adriel, seemed pretty sure that they'd be questioning her tomorrow. So
Okay.
I don't think that any quick action is needed tonight, but it's just
Was
my
she
opinion.
telling the truth?
Adriel? She seems sincere enough. But then again, they are royalty, and they are daughters of royalty, so I'm not sure that they'd be given all of the information.
No, I would imagine not.
No matter how much they know. Especially with the one sister being very sincere about Marion. So she could be a way in. Indolin is the one that was upset. But you'd have to catch her away from her other sisters and the parents. But I think I made a good impression, so. Well, I am exhausted. I didn't sleep very well last night. I'm going to go up to my room. See you early in the morning.
Okay. All right.
In the morning, then.
Great. And he'll go upstairs to his room.
Okay. All right. Rain, you return shortly after Oren's gone to bed, and it sounds like the others might be heading to their rooms. Blueberry's asleep. Already in Blueberry's room. He's out. Mhm.
You guys hear me?
Mhm.
Okay. Where is Blueberry sleeping?
I
Right
think
now.
in Aaronwin's room. I think that's the room that he had, or Davania's maybe.
No, because Davania and I were sharing a room.
Mm-hmm.
Blue...
With me.
Oh, right, there you
yeah,
go.
I
He's
think
in your
Blue
room.
was with Rain.
Perfect.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to go into a trance since elves apparently don't need sleep. So I'm gonna go to a trance. And so I'm going to, while I'm in a trance, I'm just gonna pray to the Raven Queen. So.
All right. All right. Yep. What you got, more?
When Barrowin comes to bed, I'll just let her know, and I won't have to tell anybody else. So as we go to bed, I will cast Arcane Lock on our door,
Nice.
and everybody in the group will be able to open the door without, but nobody else.
Nice. Okay. Garrick, are you just heading to bed, or anything for Garrick on the way?
I have one more thing.
Garrick is going to get a nightcap, and he's going to do back of the napkin math on the mechanical advantage necessary in order to tear down the jail cell wall.
Nice. Okay. Awesome. All right. Erin?
Like a couple of hours after they try to go to bed, she's gonna just sit up and just walk over to Mort and just like, Mort. I'm sorry. I can't stop worrying. Will you send Davania a message? I would do it. I don't have sending. I need to learn that. Send Davania a message and ask her if she's all right.
Okay. Seeing as I haven't slept yet, I'll get this back in another 8 hours.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
That's all right. No, that's fine. So I will cast Sending and say, Davania, is just wanting an update. Is everything okay? You can reply to this message mentally.
I wasn't sure if I could because of the shackles.
She's not actually casting the spell.
Let me do a quick check. That's a really good question.
Also meant to be.
It prevents her from casting, but all depends. They're your manacles.
Anti-magical manticle. Then probably question mark?
I mean, that's why I asked, because anti-magic and everything, so, but
yeah,
everybody's
interesting.
different.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And also, DM does not have to follow by rules. DM can make up his own rules.
Yeah. Whee! You know what? I'm going to say that replying to it is going to be all right.
Not at jail. At the mines, where old Miranda was. Stay away. Undead and unsafe. I mean it.
Ah,
So
Well,
cute
okay.
how you think that we're going to listen to you.
Ah, that's
you tried that once.
Hypocrite.
See where it got you? Got you working at a coal mine. What will
Could
go
have totally
kind of-
went like, I've been working on the railroad.
Nice.
That's the sound of the man working on a chain gang. Anyway, Mort will go a little ashen and relay the information to Erwin. Things
Wow.
have changed.
Right.
Look, but
How many more sendings can you send?
well, technically
It's gonna
speaking,
keel over.
I'm sorry. When we level next, I'll learn the spell too.
just for laughs, I'm going to tell you exactly how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more spell slots I could use.
Nice.
All the way up to my 9th. I could just wish her back here, but
Do
Awesome.
it. Do it now.
no. But I'm sure Dan would squash that wish real quick. The DC for that would be 38. Okay, go ahead. Rob.
That's awesome.
All right. What? Why? What is she hoping to accomplish? Why can't we? Why?
I don't think
She
it
just
doesn't
sits
sound
there,
like-
and Erwin just sits down and goes. "Ee!"
I don't think she went there voluntarily. Doesn't sound like it.
But why doesn't she want us to come help her? We gotta go help her.
Know who I'm shaking my finger at. Anyway, I think she feels that this is her problem and she doesn't want to get us involved. But
We were
This is-
involved the second we agreed to come here.
I know, but she doesn't feel that way, I'm sure. And if they're using undead in mines, I don't even know what they're mining, and they're using undead. No, this has to be stopped.
This place is too creepy.
Now I'm wondering, do we try to sleep and head out in the morning? I guess, yeah, I could use the rest, so try to get some sleep. I don't even know if I should tell Davania we're on our way. She'd probably get really upset.
Better ask forgiveness than permission.
Maybe. We'll discuss it with the others in the morning, I guess. Try to get some sleep.
Can you ask her, is she hurt? Last one, I promise.
Okay, no problem. Okay, sending. Are you injured? Are they doing anything to you?
No, I'm uninjured. Forcing me back to the coal mines. The Furbolg is alive, but undead.
Okay.
And I don't know how many words that was.
That's
That's all
15. You've got 10 left if you want.
Mm. Oh god, I got a bad joke in my head. Shit. I was gonna say something and then I had a really bad joke followed behind that.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, I don't think she would say anything else.
Okay.
Okay.
She doesn't really have much to say right now.
Okay.
All right.
Be safe.
I will tell Erwin.
The last
I'll relay to
second
Erwin. She's unharmed.
Ooh.
And
Get my shit.
yeah, apparently that's where they take people who die. But she reported that the furball that we saw murdered is working there as an undead.
Oh, this is bad.
Yes, it is. This has got to stop.
Oh, this is bad.
And sleep.
Nice. Okay. And so you drift off into a wonderful sleep.
Erinwin's actually going to... Wait. Can she... Do I have that? Is that this character? Never mind. Nope. Never mind. She'll eventually fall asleep because she's Erinwin.
Okay. All right. So everyone falls asleep except, of course, Davania. Now, Davania, this individual that got up in your face there has started unlocking a couple of the locks, but someone calls out to him, "Hold! Hold!" And they come up and, "What? We're gonna welcome our new friend." And the other person's, No. There's orders. Keep it locked. Hitch it to the rail. The whole cart's being brought down into the mine. Are you kidding me? Fine. Well, and they get a couple other people to help hoist the front up and get it over to attach to the rails and a little cart, hand cart that carts your coach down into the mines, still locked up, down into the darkness of the mines. Torches light every 40 feet or so there's these spaces of really dim light in between. It's probably a 18 foot wide cave, where as it opens up after the main entrance, it starts out narrow, gets out to about 18 feet wide or so, 20 feet tall, before closing down into some more narrow paths again. And you're carted down past the torches into darkness. A couple people were operating the handrail and just pumping it along. They probably have dark vision, no light, and they wheel you down for a good 15 minutes further down into this mine on this handrail before coming to a stop. Do you have dark vision, actually, Davania? You do. Okay. So you can kind of make out their forms, right? With dark vision, you can't see color or details, but you see shapes and outlines and all that. So you see them get off the little cart. They chock the wheels. They remove the cart, and then they pump themselves out on the cart, back up, leaving your coach just in this section of cave. And you're left there overnight. Do you try and get any a night's sleep while you're down here?
As she's basically carted down into the middle of flipping nowhere, she will start freaking out a little bit because of memories and minds and everything, and she'll kind of rock the coach a little bit to see if she could tip it or something to get it to stop. But after a few minutes, she'll just sit in one of the corners and just knees up, arms over and everything, and keep her head down, trying not to freak out. And then she wouldn't sleep at all.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. I don't think I would sleep either.
It's like,
Yeah.
lions go.
Oh, where am I at? Okay. Oh my gosh. All right, so you spend that, you're waiting for sounds, you're waiting for anything, but there's nothing but the sounds of the cave, the darkness of the cave. You end up, of course, with a point of exhaustion come morning time, but yeah. For everyone else, you get a good night's sleep. Morning comes around, and let me check in with everyone else, see what you're all doing in the morning, and then we'll jump to Davania's morning.
I guess we'll meet up for breakfast downstairs. Well, just meet up for. I don't even know if we're going to eat after the news gets disseminated.
Blueberries.
Oren's already downstairs eating.
Okay.
Blueberries joined Oren.
Sipping tea.
Carrick's gonna lay his sketches out on the table.
Oh. Been busy?
Block and tackles. That's how we're gonna do it. Block and tackles and snatch blocks.
Sounds like a plan. How do you propose to get to the cell?
We just tear everything down.
Right. Mm-hmm. He just takes another sip of his tea.
Mort will, I guess, Mort and Erwin. I guess if Erwin wakes up.
If she wakes up.
Well, she might
Everyone's
sleep in.
checked
I don't
out.
know.
Yeah. That's awesome. She's not waking up. Period.
No, she slept very lightly.
Aww.
Nope. That's not gonna work.
Mort will come down, look at the drawings. It's very impressive, but it's not going to be needed.
Aaron just kind of like looks at more like.
You think we need more?
Nope,
She's not there.
She's not there anymore.
Yeah, development.
We Erwin wanted to check in on her just before we went to bed. Turns out they have taken her to the mines in Old Miranda, where they are.
We're speaking quietly so that no one else can.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
And huddled in a group. So if there's anybody there, no one can hear us or read our lips or nothing.
Talking with menus and friends. Emil will be there. Emil will join you. And I just want to ask, Rain, are you there as well?
I'm getting ready. And I'm gonna, since Blueberry was with me in my room, I'm gonna ask him, so, did you find anything new, Blueberry?
Oh, yeah, there's magic under the streets and sausage for breakfast. Mm-hmm.
Whoa, wait. How'd you know that there's magic under the streets?
Oh, I can smell magic now because I am a good pup.
Okay. Do you know where this magic is leading?
No.
Do the others know you have this new magical ability?
Yes.
Do they know that you found tunnels?
I can't tell what it is. I just know it's maybe 20 or 25 feet under the streets. A number of the streets. Not all of them, but some of them that I walked by. So, but yes, I told them. But there are a lot of things happening, so.
I'm out of metagame. I just caught myself.
You're fine.
Okay.
Should we have breakfast? I'm gonna have breakfast. Will you join me?
Lead the way, Blueberry.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna follow Blueberry downstairs and everybody.
Nice. You'll first get to sit down with Oren, and then everyone and then Garrick, and then Morton, Aaron pop down at Emil. So everyone's sort of caught up on everything that's been discussed, with Mort saying nope, Mort and Aaron saying nope, not there anymore. Okay, sorry. Just wanted to make sure I put in that Rain and Emil were here.
You're good. I'm still here. I'm just... I don't have the proper setup, so it's just like me slapping on my bed. So
You're fine. You're fine. Okay. All right. Sorry. So please resume. Sorry to jump in there. Just wanted to plug that bit in. Mortar or whomever.
So I take it we're going?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think we don't need to have any pretense anymore. I mean, I imagine at this point, if we even went and tried to question the mayor, we'd just end up in the same boat as Davania.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't think having a full-out fight here in the city is a good idea. I think we should probably fight our battle at the mines where they don't expect us.
Does she seem... Emil asked, sorry. Is this still part of her plan? Would it be wiser to just answer questions and say we don't know anything and maintain...
She said there's undead there working
Okay.
in the mines.
Okay.
I think whatever her plan had been, it is no longer, like, I don't think she was expecting that. I don't think any of us were. None of it. I wasn't expecting it. I don't know about any of you, but she didn't. Well, Mort was the one who heard her in his head. So it did sound like she was expecting this. She did tell us to stay away, but I'm not good at following directions.
Indeed, she told us to stay away, which tells me it's a very dangerous situation, I think.
Which means we gotta go help her.
Yeah, I think things have gotten out of control from what she thought she was going to be able to do. Sounds like she's trying to protect us, but we got to go and protect her, I think.
I mean, I certainly don't want anything to happen to her, but I also want to make sure we're not ruining whatever her plan is. Or we're trusting in her if this is...
sometimes people go in with plans, Emil, and they don't have it quite thought out properly. So sometimes people do need to be rescued from their own stupidity.
Yeah, but I think Davania's better than that. I don't think you're giving her enough credit.
People were just saying yesterday that you didn't know enough about her to form conclusions on why she would do things. So how do you know enough about her to know that she's okay in this situation?
Well, can't know for sure. But trust is important.
Sorry, Zoom chat. I think Emil would have punched Orin by now.
Nice.
There's a table between them.
That's awesome.
Dan,
good.
You said that, where's Rain specifically?
Just here at the table.
We're all around the table.
Mhm.
Well, did you say that you didn't put me sitting by anybody specifically?
Oh, correct. You can be next to whomever.
Okay, then I'm gonna stick my hand in front of Arm's mouth and say, "Can you be quiet for just 1 second?" And I'm just gonna leave it there to see if he's gonna say anything.
Awesome.
Talk to the hand.
I'm with the newbie on this one.
I just want to put out there for consideration that while we don't engage, if we all flock there, they'll know. I don't know that we have enough information to crack whatever's going on here yet. If we all flock, then there goes any cover or we can't come back to the city after.
Do we want to?
Who
I still
knows
have my-
how
I don't.
deep is this is? I have a mission. I have to find out what's at the root of all this, what's behind this. We have a town hall with a secret passage. We have magic underneath the streets. There's so many things to pursue to get answers.
And we have undead at the old city.
Well, I don't like
I think
undead
if we want to
either, but
find the source, we go to the source, right?
we don't know. These are huge questions here, right? Magic running under the streets, secret passageways in the town hall. I'm not saying that's obviously that's a red flag. Undead at the mines that aren't supposed to exist.
Rain's hand is still on.
Aaron's going to stand up.
All right, and then Rain's gonna put their hand down. So
Thank you. This is very confusing to me. I can see why certain things happened now. And he's going to collect his things and go outside.
Well, I just want it to be out there for consideration. Or perhaps some of us investigate. Maybe send another Blueberry. You can send messages now, right? Actually, I don't know if Blueberry is sending. I think Blueberry just has message. To get a little more information, or I'll back everyone up, but I just want to be smart about this. We give up any advantage we have. And if we end up out there and she is in fact in total control and we didn't trust her and we raced in, we've blown every advantage we have here.
Well, it sounds like we need to be in two places at once.
I mean,
We could-
personally, I'd rather not split the party up more than we are.
I was getting to my point.
I mean, since we're down a party member, we need
We
to
just-
pick up.
We just
Oh,
need
no.
to show our presence here during the daytime. And then during the nighttime, we could go on some extracurricular activities. We just have to make sure we get back.
Now that I can get behind. Mm-hmm.
I mean, what do you suggest that we do first? Personally, I think we should explore the magic underneath the city.
Out of character, Dan, do we know where the old city is?
Nope.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I was going that, so that would be more suggestion to Emil. Go get your contacts, find out where the old city is. Let them know about the undead
Yeah.
situation and the mine situation.
Right. I can ask some of them to go investigate too. We don't have to lift a finger. They're here to do just that. Investigate, keep us separate from things. They can go out during the day and see what they can find. And I bet a good place to hide a map to mines that don't exist might be in a secret room in a town hall. I'm gonna put a contact in, and I'm gonna have some of my people check out the mines. They'll be reporting a couple times a day. I'll have an answer either noon or by dinner. And then we can replan and go from there. If we have to head out tonight, we'll know.
I'll look at Aaron. Can we hold up on this until night? How comfortable you are with that?
I'm just worried for her.
So am I.
Davania being in the old Miranda is like taking me back to Bexley, putting me in the university there.
I can understand that. Yeah. Not very good for one's soul.
That's why I want to go help her.
So do I.
She needs
But we got to find out where she is first.
It's early enough. I can get a message out now and have my people out there this morning. Looking for this secret room, looking for information. See if they have anyone that knows where this old town used to be. And heading out to the mines. They're good. They're good at this. I'm sure they'll find something if we give them the clues they need.
Tell them to hurry.
Of course.
She's suffered through enough trauma in this place.
I'm hopeful they'll just report back. She's got everything under control, but if she's in trouble, I'm sure they'll be able to help her out. I'll send it right now. And he gets up and heads outside to go right up and send out that message.
We'll go out. I guess Ornan is standing outside the tavern. Well, I'll go look outside to see if Ornan's standing outside the tavern.
Yeah, Oren is. He won't be standing right outside the door, but he'll be like sitting somewhere close.
I'll approach Ornan and say, I can understand how this is frustrating. You want to take action? So do I, but we need to know where these mines are. Emil's going to work on that. But I agree with you. I mean, we need to.
Your group is so at odds.
Sometimes we do suffer from paralysis from analysis.
I would think, I mean, very rarely have I teamed up with anyone, but it's only been one other person, maybe two, but...
Well, there's your problem.
I would think that a group of your size would need to be united on a front, on the same page, as it were.
We try to be.
What I got in there was most of the group wanting to do one thing, Emil wanting to do another, and a girl sticking her hand in front of my face.
Well, she was just frustrated with someone she's been with being called stupid. I mean, it's understandable, I think. And it's given the situation, she's in danger.
I think we're all stupid at certain times. I know I've been stupid at times. It's not...
and yet we haven't called
It's not a huge fault. It's a human thing.
It's understood. And we forgive. Yeah, we forgive people.
Place with different races. It happens. So...
Some of us lead with our hearts and not our heads sometimes. But we get into situations that are so large and so complicated that there's just going straight in sometimes isn't the best way. So it's good we sometimes come upon better answers by discussing it.
I understand this. Maybe you can answer this question for me. What would Kaelin do?
Kaelin would want to go and help Davania.
Thank you. So, what is our plan?
Number one, we have to know where to go. And Emil indicated that...
That's a question.
Well, going there, in order for us to go there, we need to know where it is. So that's step one. I don't think, from our experiences from the previous day, asking around where the old city of Miranda is going to yield any results.
No, I would say that they probably burned any records of it either. I mean,
Right.
as well.
they're going to act like it doesn't exist. So
Sure.
Emil has contacts who can sort this information out. I think we should make use of it. Just as you would know, getting the information and the intelligence is really important, knowing what you're walking into.
Yes.
In fact, he seemed to think that they could maybe scout it out while we're trying to come up with a plan. And maybe that information will help us with a plan.
Maybe you misunderstood my question. What are we doing right now?
Right now, Emil is contacting his contacts.
What are you doing?
Talking to you right
What are you doing after this? What? So we have Emil. Shut up, Dan.
Sorry.
So we have Emil doing his thing. What is everyone else doing to contribute? What is Rain doing? What is Garrick doing? What can I do? I need action. I need to at least know what to do, how to help. Guys are the worst.
Well, you can maybe help with one thing. I had a real quick thought. Davania had mentioned that the Furbolg that we discovered, murdered, is now an undead working at the mines.
Interesting.
And the book he was reading had odd passages in it, highlighted, about life after death, and seemed to be upset. In a book about curing the common cold, it seemed to be these pages, certain noted pages, seemed to be infatuated with death.
Do you think he knew?
I think he may have been on to something. And I'll hand her to the book. I just seemed to notice that these were marked in some way. If you maybe have been able to look at these pages and see if there's anything else indicated on them. Maybe there's a code or something. I don't know.
Sure. Is anyone going to the prison to ask if Davania's still there?
That might be it. I think that's a good idea. Just to act like we don't know. That's.
Otherwise, they could get suspicious that we're not checking in and just,
right,
letting her be.
Right. Well, we should be on alert because I fear that they at any moment are going to snatch us up.
I could look at this a little bit closer, say, in town, and see if I see, Indolin anywhere.
Okay.
Perhaps away from her sisters or her parents, mother in particular. Or see if I see anything else that's strange. Well, I guess just let me know if you need me back here.
Okay. Do you want anyone to go with you, or you prefer to work alone?
Tend to work alone better, but appreciated. And he'll take the book and kind of glance in if anyone's still in the tavern, and then just kind of walk into town.
Okay. Well, it's morning time, and everyone's kind of either figuring out what they want to do or heading out to do the things they've planned. We zip over to Davania. In the dark, deep in the belly of the caves of the mines there. Still locked in that coach and shackled, without sleep. The trickle of water through the mines still fills the space with that vast echoing sound. But breaking that soundscape are footfalls walking down 2 sets from whence the coach came. And coming into sight are two individuals, Davania, if you're looking. One is talking, and you recognize her voice as the guard woman that came in the other day. Here, a note. She, of course, insisted that she wasn't the White Rose, but we know it's either her or the other. Oh, yeah, she was lying through her teeth, like bullshit detector. Was blaring. No, they said they've got it locked up here, and the voice gets louder as they finally arrive outside, just outside of your coach. And of course, the halfling's a little short, but she kind of like, scrapes a box across the stone floor of the cave and stands up on it. Now about the same height as the individual next to her. Right, rise and shine.
There's no sun.
Oh, such a shame. Oh, she doesn't have sun. She turns to the other person. Well, it's morning. And, well, before you get acclimated into your new life, or lack thereof, I thought we'd try our conversation once again. And the other individual gruffly says, "No, that's not necessary," and approaches and stands maybe like 3 feet outside of your window peering in. Are you like up in the window looking out at them, or like still back in the corner, hard to see?
She would have crawled over to window, communicated with the bars, and been looking at both of them.
Okay. Well, human male, early 50s, about 6 feet tall, weathered tan skin, slightly muscular in build, as best you can tell, with the dark vision. Ponytail wrapped up behind his head. Well. What brings you back, White Rose? It's Mal. You think I wouldn't recognize my creation? I'm glad you returned. We can put you back to work.
Her face, as pale as she is, when she recognizes him, stop. It gets almost like a pure white. Stop it.
That's it. It's done now. Now
Now
they're not stopping it or anything.
I can't have like this great moment. Stop. But she'll take both of her hands and grab on the bars and start shaking them and gripping them to where her knuckles start getting white and just shake and shake for a few minutes because she's just so angry and not say anything.
Oh. Well, how would he act? As feisty as ever. Did you recognize anyone on your way in? Some old friends, maybe?
One. Well, she stopped shaking for a minute. She's still like gripping the bars. Margaret.
Well, I couldn't be bothered to learn any of their names, but I'm glad that you'll have some friends here. Here's what's gonna happen. You've returned. You're coming back to work for me. We're gonna remove that nasty free will bit and life bit and set you up with a sweet undead deal. And then you can just forevermore do what I need done. We're building something beautiful here. Oh, you don't like that? Oh, well, you can leave, he says to the woman, and she heads back up at a hurried pace once she leaves. Or I could always do what I did to your siblings. You
Either
did
way,
realize
you still have a body, right?
Ah, don't tell me you didn't even realize. No.
What do you mean?
Oh. Well, surely. You recognize John, right? Eva, Sybil. They're the ones I reincarnated. Of course, you wouldn't recognize him. Different races, different ages. My 3 little girls. Do you want to join the family instead? And he'll turn and start laughing, walking out of the cave. And that's where we'll end tonight's session. Bye.
Now can we storm the mines?
Wait, I missed that last part.
No,
So
Emil, she's
who
fine.
who was
Those are all.
His daughters are her siblings reincarnated.
3 of her siblings, anyway. And just to throw back, because I love doing this so much, you may have not noticed, but Wixley has beautiful hazel eyes with a fire that burns within them. It's all matched up to their gemstones. Endlin has deep blue eyes bordering on purple, and Adriel has reddish brown eyes.
Well,
Now can we storm the mines?
Wait, so Wixley is one of
Yeah.
Yep.
The reincarnate changes gender, race,
Yeah.
age, all those
got it.
things.
I know that. He's
That's the accident that they were in. They have no memory from before. They don't know. They have no clue.
Oh, man.
Exciting.
no wonder.
That's one word for it.
Oh, that was so fun. Oh, Mal's such a dirtbag. Oh, I love playing dirtbags.
That was Mal? That was Mal?
That was
the
Mal.
mayor?
That was him.
Okay, that was the mayor.
I know Steph was like, "Oh yeah, Aaron's gonna get this tail," and then she's like, "Oh hell no!"
Nice.
That was great.
It's exciting. Yes.
Damn, you and I had that same
God, what a trip.
oh crap moment. We figured it out at the exact same time.
Nice. Awesome. And please, I hope you all feel free to do what you want to do. I was just trying to go stay in line with what Emil's been saying so far. So if I butchered that, please, do whatever you want. That I just figured Emil would probably say
No,
something.
that seemed very Emil.
Okay. All right, good.
Just keep shaking the bars and then start rage screaming.
It's just echoing up over his laugh.
We have this epic fight. I know what spells Rain's gonna use. I'll fight.
I think I need to lay down.
You allow me, Dan. I'm
Oh.
gonna stay, but I'm just. I'm
We just gotta
thankful
keep
that
saying
That's all
we're
I'm
the
gonna
good
say.
campaign. We're the good campaign.
Yeah.
We can't go on a
Killing
slaughter spree for the city.
Are
Nice.
you sure? Are you sure?
We could just suddenly morph into the Magnificent Seven, just blowing the whole town away.
We definitely can. Pretty sure.
Oh, nice. Oh, there's still a bunch of mysteries to be found here, Miranda. I'm excited, but this is the
No,
one I was
Dan.
most excited to reveal. I wanted to have that build up and meet and engage and awesome.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Nothing to say.
Cruising along in first gear. Then Dan just decides, screw this. James made the fool. Let's go.
Oh, good times.
Let's get
good
this
times.
puppy going.
Mm-hmm. All right, I guess I'll pop the schedule up here. So as you can see, we have plenty of D&D.
Now we all
and
attack Dan. Oh, no, I can see.
Yeah, we have a bunch of D&D here in this 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern time slot. As you can see in the schedule, please join us for all of this. There's a number of DMs. It's not just me doing terrible stuff like this all the time. Steph and Vic have some campaigns, and Andrew on Saturday. In fact, Andrew does that 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern on Saturday campaigns, Tower of Dreams. Every Tuesday now, between 2 and 4 p.m. Eastern, you can catch Steph and Vic doing, Dungeon Craft with Steph and Vic, where they paint minis and tile work and everything else for their campaigns. They build out their 3D maps. It's really, really cool. Every Friday noon to 3 p.m. Eastern, you can catch Steph doing Mad Art with Steph. And if you're not already a member of our Discord, please consider joining, because it's a boatload of fun stuff and we're all amazing. But also because you can put in requests for fan art from different campaigns, across the week. And Steph puts it into a poll that we can vote on. Yay! Let's see. Oh, and then the perfect Sunday afternoon chill. 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern, Vic runs Madbird Plays board games, usually.
Not this Sunday. I mean, this Sunday
No.
we're playing
Oh, no.
that. No, we are playing, but it's Phantasmophobia.
Oh,
not so chill.
Yeah, be ready to have your.
Well, it'll be chill for the people watching. For
Yes,
us, it'll be like,
correct.
what?
Yes, oh my gosh. It's going to be really, really exciting. Usually it's chill. It's tabletop board games and tabletop simulator, or sometimes Jackbox, including the newest one. But yeah, Phantasmophobia this Sunday, so get ready to be spooked. What you got?
Patreon.
Yes, and we now have a Patreon. Please consider supporting us there. If you already support us here, feel free to move over if you wish to, because you still get your even at the lowest tier there, all the tiers, you still have your subscriber die to help players or NPCs. But you also, we get a little more of the cut, as it were, in Patreon, and we can give you more benefits than just the subscriber die. So check it out. All right. We're going to go ahead and raid, if I hit the button right, some of our good friends, the role players. Very excited. Give them a big hello. We like to do a Caw Madbird raid. And thank you all so much. You've been watching Stormfall, our Friday night campaign, every Friday, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. We will catch you all soon. Have a wonderful night, viewers and players alike. Thank you all. Bye.
Hey.